Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Hey guys, welcome back to Clash with Bando. Do I have a war recap for you? We thought coming into this war we had a loss to Reddit Ace, very low point last week. A loss to Forbidden the week before, both by a star each one. Outplayed and Gunma Samurai. Absolutely smashing team. Coming into this one, we revved our team up, 2 losses in a row. Got up them a bit, talked about several things, and 84 to 84. 0.83% win victory to Aussie Addicts. And it was a pretty amazing war when you look at the statistics. 3 stars, where are we? 24 to 24 and then 6 to 6. So what happened in the war was basically it came down to the battle of the Town Hall 11 fails. So we had 1 Town Hall 10v10. Gunma had 3 Town Hall 10v10s. You see Jess there with a 99%. So that was a disappointing one for her. We had several 6-packs for our Town Hall 9s. Our Town Hall 10s did well on the opponents as well. It took 6 Town Hall 10 attacks to clear the 3 bases, whereas the opponents only used 5, so they did well again as well. Dwee had a 6-pack cleanup, Triple C, so Cold Camp Chairs, Dennis and Jay, 58432 had a fresh 6-pack, so we had 3 guys with fresh 6-packs. For once, that's absolutely awesome. So usually we have 2, maybe 3 if we're lucky, but we actually had 3 fresh hit 6-packers and Twee with the cleanup there. So what we see here is we're going through the defences there. They got 3 10v10s and they were in the hot seat. They were doing really, really well. Their Town Hall 9s absolutely smashed the shit out of us. They had, 13 fresh hits, only 1 base to take more than 2 attacks, and that was only 3. But yeah, it was just one of those things, you know, like where are we looking at some more statistics? AA, we had 9 fresh hits. There was 3 bases that took more than 2 attacks. 10 versus 9s, we had to use a couple of hit downs. But in the 9 versus 10, we put a challenge to our team this week, and we did all of the bases opened, all of the Town Hall 10s opened. So we used 8 Town Hall 9 attacks, and we only had to use 2 hit downs. Still would have been nice to clear them all, but you know what, in the end, we were pretty happy with where we've gone from being absolutely dog shit last week. We could have been better the week before that, and we actually took a win away against a really good quality side. Really good team to organise with. We had some fun. And because their time zone is very similar to an Australian time zone, it was it was a good war. We could actually do a lunchtime, so we didn't have to get out of bed at fucking 5 a.m. Except me, old barn dog. I'm over in Thailand, and I had to get up at 5 o'clock to finish me Town Hall 10 attacks. And we see here Hunt's doing a Queen sacrifice King Valk group to go in and get the Inferno air defences enemy Queen. Now you can see what happens here. We had a bit of a play with this. We had 4 Town Hall 10 hits on this base to get the strategy right. And what we've struggled with at Aussie Addicts is because we've had 9s that are failing, our 10 versus 11s weren't really on song that well. We haven't run a lot of trains. We just haven't done it, you know. This is our 2nd Town Hall 10v10 for CWL. We've gone from running 2 versus 5s to now running 2 5 breakdowns to running 3 8 breakdowns and bigger wars, the 30-person wars. So we're still trying to catch up at Aussie Addicts, and getting these trains and running these trains is just amazing. You can see the heel spell there failed, didn't really do much, but the other attacks versus the base was just getting that train going, and you can see still a hound unpopped, quite a few loons left. Baby dragon at the end there, and the hound taken to the corner. So that's a good hit there from Hunts. Now what I'm going to do is, for the Town Hall 9 hits, I'm just going to show the guys that had the fresh 6-pack. We'll show one each of theirs. I've picked out their best ones, or the ones worth a laugh. We see here Dennis going in with a lightning lava loon strategy. Now what was pretty cool with this attack was, I'll just pause it, I'll get the little drawing pen out. There's my drawing pen. Now that clan castle there is going to be drawn if we send in loons at that air defence. So the object was to lightning out, the second air defence, and then lava loon into here, and then going into the other one. Now the Queen, she's going to run down, she's going to come around here. What the hope was that the Queen would sit here. This was the hope. We were hoping the Queen would sit there and then get a nice lovely loon payload on her head, and it didn't happen like that, unfortunately. It was a bit of a scramble to the end. So what we see, another one here actually is a good point, is this is a way you can save unit space. We see the lightning go out, he gets a bit of splash onto the Queen there, so it's about 15-20% damage onto the Queen. Now this is a good way that you can actually save troop space. You could use 3 loons on that and it'd get the same job done, but instead he's used 1 minion, 2 loons, and that saved 3 unit space. You might say 3 unit space, why would we want to save that? Done twice right there. You see everything gets drawn. That's 6 unit spaces. That's a loon and another archer. It adds up. It's 3 minions. It's all these kinds of things that add up that make an effective raid an analogy. Now, one thing he could have done was used a minion to draw that skelly trap over towards the to the heroes. Didn't get it on the fly, but no poison on the enemy Queen. The object was, we were really hoping. I did actually talk with Dennis about this one, and we had a good old Discord session over it. And we were hoping that we would get a load on the Queen, but in the end the pups got her, and you can see the heroes down there taking out defences. What really saved the day with this raid was the baby dragons. All the damage they're getting out and done. Unfortunately, Jimmy Bob there draws the Clan Castle Hound, so it was a really lucky thing to be a Clan Castle Hound, but Jimmy Bob says, I'll take him, and unfortunately dragged everything along. You know, the baby, the pup shooting on that hound, but Jimmy could take it, and things were dying. It was a bit of a shit, is he going to make it, is he going to make it raid? Those pups out of the enemy hound pop off, and it's a nice full baby dragon left over. So great raid from Dennis. People liking tweets, as you can see, at Clash Bando for that. Now, number 21 we're going to go to. No, we don't want to watch that again. It was good once. Now, we're going to go to number 21, and while we're going there, Cold Cam Chairs. He's back with us on the weekends here and there. Now, he's gone in with a stoned Golem raid. Only draws the air clan castle there. Takes that clan castle, says to the air, minion draw, split CC. I'm going to take that up there. Now, he's got bowlers in his clan castle, and he's got 8 baby dragons for the tail. No loons. He's going to do a surgical baby dragon drop, and starts out with his golems there, double jump. So he's trying to get those golems to get through the core, get all those air defences, and then it's going to be a surgical baby drop, and just to pick up all the points and the damage and all of that. And here we go, the bowlers, they're running off doing all weird things. Jimmy Bottom, he sticks with the core group, and surgical baby drop. He just chucks them all down on the playfield, 80 unit spaces, all down at once. Now, what's good about baby dragons is right there you see one took out a heat seeker. If that hits a dragon, it's going to effectively kill a dragon. Whereas a baby dragon, you can sacrifice it. So he's still got 5 babies left. The wizard towers, they of course do stacking damage. That's something you've got to consider. So in the end, didn't need to be fancy. It was a good base analysis. 8 baby dragons to get that side down with all of the air defences on one side. It's a great raid, Triple C. And we'll come and have a look at number 28. And it's Jay's recap. Here we're going at a Stone Go Hobo. Now there was something I saw in here. Oh, I think it was just a bit of a pearl, or it was a bit of a raid that that could do. Used one mortar there at the start. The reason being, you see that Queen, if you had have shot that mortar, the Golem would have ran forward into the Queen's aggro, and that Golem would be dead, absolutely dead beforehand. So instead he's used that well. Double poison in the end, 1 jump, 2 heal, uses that rage nice and early, gets those bowlers inside. One of the Golems walk, his Queen and old Jimmy Bob, they're in the middle there causing some havoc. Good surgical hogs here, didn't go absolutely all of them at once, wasn't perfect surgical, but it wasn't bad. He did have good clean-up tactics going around the base, good use of his heal spell there. That Golem having walked meant that he had tanks everywhere. and the troll Teslas. Now, I thought there might even be traps down there because we didn't see all of the giant bombs. But the hogs, plenty of hogs left. And yeah, sometimes this might actually get him to defend. It's a good little tactic having the two. But if he had have had one loon, it would have been lights out for all of it. But yeah, great raid from Jay, great war. All up, it was really, really good, you know, to come off a shit couple of losses. We got another town hall, 10 versus 10, only tier 2 bases, but still getting those strategies, you know. And unlucky for Gunma, they had some fails there from their town hall 11s, and yeah, Bando 81p, my old base there. Good mention out for Dave there. He does the base building for my Town Hall 10s, and it's sometimes the thankless, forgotten chore that these people have to do for the clans and work hard for us. And when you get 3 defenders there, it's almost a win just to him alone, you know. So yeah, great war, guys. Hope you had a laugh, and clash on.
You can bet your ass that we gon' get it crackin' like the Kraken and Titans when they're clashing. Get your brains blasting so bad you gon' have Kurt Cobain asking an